The world has conditioned you to believe that niceness is a virtue. They tell you to be kind, to be agreeable, to be easygoing. They want you to be a doormat so that they can walk over you without feeling guilty. But let's be honest, in the real world, being nice to people who do not deserve it is not a virtue, it is a pathology. It is a sign that you are terrified of conflict, terrified of being disliked, and terrified of standing in your own power. Marcus Aurelius was the emperor of Rome. He commanded legions, he ruled an empire. Do you think he survived by being nice? He survived because he understood the Stoic art of strategic cruelty. He understood that sometimes, to preserve the good, you must be ruthless to the bad. Most men are scared to show their teeth. They walk through life apologizing for their own existence, hoping that if they are polite enough, the world will eventually reward them. But the world does not reward the polite, it rewards the powerful. When you are nice to a person who is trying to exploit you, you are not being a good person. You are being an accomplice to your own destruction. A man with an eternal mindset understands that boundaries are not negotiable. When someone crosses your line, you don't offer them a second chance. You offer them a lesson. You stop the bleeding immediately. That is not cruelty, that is survival. Keep the flow heavy and deliberate. Strategic cruelty is not about hurting people for the sake of it. That is the behavior of a child. Strategic cruelty is the calculated, cold, and absolute removal of anything that threatens your purpose. If a friend is constantly dragging you down into their drama, cutting them off is a kindness to yourself. If a business partner is trying to sabotage your mission, firing them is a necessity. If a social situation is forcing you to be someone you are not, walking away is a moral duty. The nice guy stays and suffers. The master of the Stoic art leaves and thrives. You must be willing to be the villain in someone else's story if it means being the hero of your own. People will call you cold. They will call you heartless. They will say you've changed. Wear those labels like a crown. When people realize they can no longer manipulate you, they will get angry. They will throw a tantrum. Let them. Their inability to control you is the greatest compliment they can give you. A Stoic does not seek approval, he seeks justice. And there is nothing more just than defending your own soul from the parasites that try to feed off your energy. Your energy is limited. Your time is finite. You cannot afford to waste them on people who do not add value to your existence. The greatest form of cruelty is the cruelty of truth. Sometimes, the most cruel thing you can do is to look someone in the eye and tell them exactly why they are failing. Most people will lie to keep the peace. They will tell the person what they want to hear to avoid a confrontation. But that is the ultimate cowardice. By being nice, you are enabling their weakness. By being strategically cruel, by speaking the hard, uncomfortable, brutal truth, you are giving them the only thing that can actually wake them up. If they can't handle the truth, that is their problem, not yours. Your job is not to manage their emotions. Your job is to manage your reality. Stop worrying about being liked. Being liked is for entertainers. You are not here to entertain. You are here to build, to lead, and to conquer. The men who changed the course of history were never the nice guys. They were the men who were willing to do what was necessary, regardless of how it was perceived by the masses. They were men who could be gentle to those who were loyal, and absolute monsters to those who stood in their way. You have that same potential. You have that same fire. But you have been taught to keep it under wraps, to dampen it, and to hide it behind a fake smile. Slow down for the ending, make it powerful. From this moment on, stop apologizing for your standards. If a situation demands strength, be strong. If a situation demands ruthlessness, be ruthless. Do not let your empathy become your prison. Be kind to the virtuous, but be a wall of steel to the vicious. This is the path of the Stoic. This is the eternal mindset. If you are ready to stop being a victim of your own niceness and start ruling your own life, subscribe to the eternal mindset. Join the few who choose the path of the warrior. Stay calm, stay strong, and be dangerous.